Yo, and welcome back everyone. Today I thought we were gonna do something different, so I'm gonna give you a little bike check on my Ibis Oso and also tell you a little bit how I use it in my training. So yeah, here we go. So first off on the bike is the frame. I have it in this green, really nice color. It's a size large, which means that it comes with a 29 front wheel, 29 rear wheel. On the smaller sizes, medium and small, it's a mullet setup, so you get 29 in front, the 27.5 in the back. And other than that, most of the parts are from our other sponsors. So we're running with the Fox 38 fork, 2 spacers in the air camber, 105 psi. Rear shock is the Float X2, 2 spacers in there as well, around 200 psi in the air chamber. This is standard, it comes with the 205/60 shock. You can take out a spacer in the shock and make it 205/65, which means that you're bumping up the travel to 170 instead of 155, which I really like. I mean, it's an e-bike, you have the engine, so you might as well get the most suspension out of the frame possible. And other than that, we have the XTR drivetrain. On the e-bike, I'm running the 1051 cassette, the big one, just because it's really nice to have the lighter gear when you can climb so steep on this bike that you actually kind of need the gear ratio. On all my other bike, I used the smaller cassette, the 1045, but yeah, on this thing you need the range to climb all the steep stuff. And going over to the cranks, Shimano doesn't make any cranks for the Bosch engine, so I'm currently running Miranda cranks, also because you can get them in 155, so I'm opting to run a bit of a shorter crank arms on the e-bike, just because it makes it easier to keep pedaling, not hitting rocks and stumps and whatever when you climb in. Yeah, it's kind of a funky feel in the beginning, but it's definitely a benefit when you get used to it on the e-bike. And dropper post, we have the bike yoke, super happy about that. Super easy lever to push, always working, so smooth. I think on this bike I'm running the 185 dropper. On my regular enduro I'm running the 213, so it's a bit longer on the other one, but this one works fine on this bike for me, so really happy with that. We also have the lizard skin grips, super comfy, really nice, matched with the XTR trigger, XTR brake, 203 rotors in the front and in the back, plenty of stopping power for me. What else do we got? Yeah, and of course the engine, the Bosch Performance Line CX Race engine. You can see it's the race engine by the collar. It has like a magnesium case, which makes it a little bit lighter. And then we have I'm taking away the kiosk display and only put the remote on. Just makes it a little bit cleaner, neater. And yeah, you can also pair that with the app and do some changes and to the different modes and stuff, so pretty nice. yeah, and that's pretty much the bike setup. And I actually use this bike quite a lot. I probably use it 2-3 times a week in between my sessions on the regular bike, just because it's a super good tool to use when you have training to do. You want to do technical, like descending, but you don't want to get the fatigue of pedaling up. And right close to my house there's no uplift, so I kind of use the bike as an uplift, which means that I could do double the amount of runs, double the amount of descending, and be pretty fresh in the body, and have enough energy to do my gym workout or whatever else I have on the schedule. So yeah, and I like to mix it up as well, change bikes. It's super fun jumping from this one to the normal bike after feeling the weight of this thing. This thing definitely gives you a good workout going downhill as well. Like the upper body gets really really sore after, just because the bike is a bit heavier than you're used to. So it's definitely a nice tool, and I use it a lot. And yeah, it's definitely one of my favorite bikes to ride. And if you have any questions about the bike, please let me know in the comments. And if you're in Sweden and interested in one, go and visit the Biki website and have a look. I know they actually have them in stock, so yeah, make sure to check that out. And that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed it. Ciao.